Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and with the Mandalorian like 2 months away, tomorrow is 2 months until its release. We are going to start getting tidbits of information as well as teases for the future, right? We know that they've already greenlit season 2. We know that Jon Favreau is going to come back in and be a director. We get to see him actually get behind the camera, which is going to be pretty cool to see now that he's not doing anything with Spider-Man 3 or anything further with Marvel for a while, and he's going to be on this particular path. I am more than happy to see what Favreau's going to do when bringing life to the Mandalorian. So then the question came up, what about other characters in the Star Wars universe, predominantly in the expanded universe, that would maybe potentially appear in the timeline of the Mandalorian? And honestly, I haven't given that much thought. I kind of thought that that would be something that they would just not touch, right? That they just wanted to let Favreau do his own thing. But then I thought, well, Filoni's involved, and Filoni's a producer, and Filoni loves these characters, loves the EU, brought Thrawn into Rebels. Perhaps we'd get to see something come out of the EU post Return of the Jedi. And apparently, we're not the only ones asking that question. So it says that Favreau is teasing Star Wars The Mandalorian could bring back Legends characters, saying that The Mandalorian marks the first live action series in the live action TV series in the Star Wars saga, which is set to focus on all new characters. But producer Jon Favreau hopes that the series can find ways to unite all corners of the saga, including characters that have been relegated to the Legends universe of the series mythology. The series creator has offered a number of teases about the ways that the series will feature Easter eggs to the corners of the galaxy, and while he didn't explicitly confirm appearances or future characters like Mara Jade or Grand Admiral Thrawn, he looks forward to his fans discovering potential connections, saying, "I don't want to talk about anything that might be fun for people to discover, but we do have conversations. Part of what's fun is to see whether we could merge the worlds of the original trilogy, the prequels, and the sequels. The Clone Wars and what's been considered canon up until this point, and what's been considered canon, part of the Legends. I think this show offers an opportunity to bring in all those elements, so no matter what your flavor of Star Wars ice cream you like, there will be something to enjoy, but you're asking the right questions." And that's fascinating. That's fascinating to me, because think of it like this. They want The Mandalorian more, I think, than the Rise of Skywalker to unite the fandom, to reunite Star Wars, to build bridges, to mend the gap. That's what they want. That's what they're after. And I think that's ultimately what he's doing here. Filoni knows how bad things are. They have to know at this point how bad things are, how badly the Last Jedi hurt Star Wars as a brand. That's one of the reasons why Kennedy pulled Filoni off of Star Wars Resistance. Why they only gave Star Wars Resistance 2 shows, even though it's actually a lot better than you might think. But they put him on season 7 or season 6, I forget which season it is, of the Clone Wars, in order to finish telling that story, because it was canceled unceremoniously by Cartoon Network. Or no, or did Disney pull the plug on that one? I think they might have pulled the plug. My facts are maybe a little bit wonky right now and everything, but my enthusiasm is absolutely there. When it comes to what they want to do next, it would be absolutely perfect for them to use The Mandalorian to launch a couple different things. One, to maybe bring back Boba Fett, because we all know Boba Fett's going to make a return. If James Mangold had been brought on to direct a Boba Fett movie that was announced the day before Solo came out last year, then we know it's still somewhere on the chopping block of, or somewhere on the board of future projects. We have heard fans say that they wanted Sebastian Stan to perhaps take over being young Luke Skywalker and tell the stories of post Return of the Jedi, when he's out there trying to build up the new school, or he's going on his adventures to stop the Empire, things along those lines, which could easily then be turned into its own series or its own movie, or launch some kind of younger Luke Skywalker adventure series, which I think a lot of people, if the right people were involved, a lot of fans would be 100% on board with. I really do think this is what we would get. So, and if they tell us the Mara Jade Grand Admiral Thrawn storyline, people would lose their minds. And I think they will. I think they will. Not only did they bring back, Thrawn for for Rebels, right? Season 4 of Rebels, or season 3 of Rebels, they brought him in. That there's been a big, they have a new Timothy Zahn novel for Thrawn. Timothy Zahn is still actively writing new stories for Star Wars under Disney, therefore new elements of canon. So they already are probably wanting to play up characters he's already created. I don't remember if he created the Mara Jade character herself, but I know he did Thrawn, and I think the two are together. I never read the Legends. It was always told to me by other people. So this is where I'm foggy, but I have a general, I think a kind of understanding of what's there. And with looking at this, with what Favreau's saying, given the time frame of where it's at, given what I think a lot of people want to see, I think this could be the start. I think if they create a series of shows that are going to be set post Return of the Jedi with Legends characters telling Legends stories, I mean, we could at that point then see another solo appearance with Alden Ehrenreich or somebody else, like that guy who was in The Age of Adeline, who looks and sounds like Harrison Ford, albeit not quite with the same acting chops. I'm sorry. I've watched him do the bit. I don't think he's that good. He looks it, and with some right talent, he could get there, some right coaching, he could get there, but his original impression didn't, it looked it, but it was like looking at a very good imitation, right? Where Alden is not as good, but he still, I think, embodies the swagger very well. But I'd like to see Alden Ehrenreich come back. I'd like to see all those characters come back, and I think Disney Plus is going to be where it's at, because Disney Plus absolutely positively needs the Disney Plus Star Wars shows to do well. And you can already tell that they're going to be creating a lot of Star Wars content and a lot of Marvel content for it, because they know that's where a lot of the long-term money is going to be at. So anyway, your thoughts, your opinions on this one. Do you want to see Thrawn come into The Mandalorian? Do you want to see Mara Jade, young Luke Skywalker? Who is it you would like to see? And if you have recommendations for some good Star Wars legend stories that you think could potentially be brought into The Mandalorian, definitely let me know. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Hit that like button, because you kind of need to right now. YouTube is a mess, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, man. Peace out.